Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Alabama Nature Center. Today, we are outside at Bee Bridge, and we are looking around on the trail, on the Turkey Ridge Trail, at what's happening outside. So I think of winter as a time to see. If you look around and you look at all the trees that are present, winter, with the dropping of the deciduous leaves, helps you to see through the trees at all the goings-ons of the forest. Today there's been a really nice breeze blowing through the trees. And as you're looking, sometimes you can see the leaves move and the sun sparkle on the leaves as they're moving. The forest where we're at right now has the evergreen sweet bay magnolias. It has the beech trees, which retain their brown leaves through the winter. There are a few sweet gum trees here and there, and a few minutes ago, a seed from a tulip poplar fluttered down in the breeze right in front of me. The colors are so pretty up there against that bright blue sky. Now, the tree that we're standing under is an American beech, and it happens to be a great tree to talk about in the wintertime because it keeps those brown curled leaves all year long. They call that marcescence, when the leaves stay on the tree and they don't fall off after they die. But next year's new growth, when it comes out in the spring, is going to push those leaves right off onto the ground. If you keep looking around at our sky view, we're going to kind of go 360 here, you will spot some sweet gum trees. They have all those tiny little sweet gum balls are still up there. The ones that didn't fall through the windstorms that we had in the autumn, they are hanging up there, and birds are visiting them, and they are eating hundreds and hundreds of tiny little seeds out of those balls. But it's magical because it looks like those trees are decorated for the winter, those little balls hanging around. If you come down a little bit, and instead of viewing the crowns of the trees, you kind of look through the forest, without all those deciduous leaves getting in your way, you can notice the trunks of the trees and the trunk colors. I'm going to give you a minute to look. There is a white oak in our view shed. I wonder if you could pick out which one it is. Because today, in the sunshine, the white oak is hitting that trunk, and it's a scaling trunk. It has shreds or plates that come off of it, but it looks white compared to all the trees around it. I want to show you something else really close. We're just going to take a couple steps. We're going to walk over to a beech tree. Wintertime is also the time for the small things. So this is the bud of the beech tree. This is next year's growth here, getting ready and waiting to develop in the springtime. You can look at the individual scales on the bud. It's very distinct because it's long and it's tan. And not only do you have it at the end of the twig, if you look up the twig, you have it all the way up where the leaves are. There are leaf buds and twig buds. And buds tell us a couple other things in the wintertime. We're going to go across the trail for a second, and we're going to look at this blueberry bush. Buds and twigs in the winter don't just come in the colors of brown and gray and black. Look at this green twig here with its itty-bitty tiny little red buds. That's a blueberry getting ready and waiting for the springtime when it's going to erupt with its leaves and flowers. And then back across the trail, here we go. You might run into a tree and look at the ends of it, thinking how uninteresting it is without the leaves on it. But look at those buds. There are 4 or more buds at the end of this tree, and that tells me right off. Do you know what this tree is? It's an oak tree. Oak trees have clusters at the end of the twig. And then also on this bud, you can see the leaf scars from where the leaf was before it fell off. But those are next year's leaves waiting to happen. So along with all our winter visitors, the birds that are here, that are feeding around the forest, the wind that comes and the sunshine and the beautiful sky, those are a few things that are happening at the Alabama Nature Center today. Hope you guys come back and join us again. I enjoyed spending a few minutes with you.